Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is it legal in Washington?
No.
Just use Bovada. You can use Bovada anywhere.
Hmm.
And it's better
No.
because you can
Yeah.
get the payments.
Yeah.
You just get payments in crypto, then transfer it to your Cash App account.
Mm. Okay, you sound sick.
What's up, people?
Yes,
I'm
it.
getting better now. I had a sinus infection like last week. It's clearing up though.
Mm.
I feel fine. I just have a congestion. Everybody's saying the same thing to me. You sound sick. You sound sick.
I feel that. I don't get sick in the summer. I just get sick around Christmas time.
Yeah. You finished with your finals?
No, bro. I have 1 more month left exactly.
Damn.
Hurry up, Mandy, so you can get us in these future trades.
Dude, I know. I know. I need to practice more. I be trading in class. Not a good look.
Not a good look.
I was on my computer for like an hour and a half straight. I was just in class. I took like, you know, half-assed notes, but it's just
So
hard
old
to
school. You
see.
guys still have to sit into.
It's just hard to see the market move when you're not doing anything. So I was just trading.
I mean, you got to prioritize your finals before trading. You don't need a trade.
I know, but it's just tough. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah, yeah,
You're young. We talked already.
but finals they start next month, June 4th. So a month and 2 days. So I was just doing that in class time. So I study when I get home. But yeah,
I need you to finish your degree and get your PhD and your master's, and I got you whenever you're ready. But you can
a
be a business.
bet.
But yeah, it was pretty good. I alerted Riot put swing Friday, and I had a good feeling that I just had a feeling Bitcoin was going to tank like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Riot had a bearish setup as well. After the pump, we played Riot up, and then in my head, I'm like, they're going to drop it before earnings, so I played it down. So up 1 week, down the next week, those put smacked. Like it had a nasty drop, and I swung runners into Tuesday, and those smacked, those hit over 100%. So that was my day on Monday. On Tuesday, I caught a UNH put for a swing. UNH gap down. So UNH ripped from the bottom. I didn't really play that, but it topped out, hit resistance, and I caught like the two down the next day after it already went down on the daily. So I was just hopping in the downtrend. So that was nice along with Riot. Um, that day the market broke down big. SPY broke down, and that was the day I posted about IWM. I said below here there's not much support. I said there's a lot of puts coming in the 196 puts. So if you would have took that, you would have made a ton of money. Rogue called an Uber put in her channel, a direct signal. That ran like 30, 35, 40%. So if you happen to get in that, nice. Boeing wound up written this week, so it did the shake and bake. Like you get in Monday, Tuesday, they mess with it for 2 days and then rip it. So my thesis was correct, but I did sell that for a loss. But Boeing wound up going crazy. So hey, it didn't work out in my favor, but it could have. So it was still a decent setup, but it is what it is. Yesterday I swung JPM and Merck put. They dropped like within the first 10 minutes. I cashed out, took profits. I called Nvidia both sides to play SMCI. I figured they were both gonna make a big move. Did if you guys got in Nvidia, you saw what happened. It dropped like 40 or $50. Those out the monies we got, the 700 puts, those were crazy. So they were really cheap. I bought I think 10 or 20, I forget, and I trimmed as it dropped. So that was nice. And I haven't posted in the watch list in a while, but the day before, I think on Tuesday, I wrote about XLE, how it bear flagged and came back down to this level. If it breaks, it's going to drop. And I told you that USO had a double top on the weekly chart. So I gave you a bunch of information. If you read it, you saw me updating XLE all day yesterday. That shit tanked bad. Like, all day. That's a great put play. And you're up for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. So that was a nice little bearish setup right there. Nice big breakdown. But that was my week. I didn't do too much. I kind of did. What, like 10 plays. But pretty good week for me. I've personally been killing it. And I take everything I call. So if you've been taking all my plays, you should be doing good. At least from, taking my play perspective. But yeah, new month, ready to kill May. We're gonna turn up when it's summertime. We gotta make this money first. Not everybody's on, but I am gonna be on vacation, like the 12th through the 20th. So my schedule will be a little out of whack, but I'm still gonna trade. So if I get in plays, I'll at you guys. Obviously won't be on social media all day, but I'll still definitely be trading. So, and if y'all gonna be in DR in 2 weeks, let me know. Let's link up.
Wait, what's DR?
Dominican Republic.
Oh.
What's up? You copping a plane ticket? 3-story Airbnb. Got room. You don't trade options at all anymore. You just be doing futures, right?
Yeah.
You switch sides.
I know. Yeah, I haven't taken any of the futures, I haven't taken any options plays in a minute. So that account is just sitting there. But I am gonna.
Yeah.
It's just hard to everyone has ideas. They put it in the chat and all that, and there's like so many opportunities throughout the day, so it's just hard to keep track of it all. There's so many stocks to watch,
For sure.
But
yeah,
that's one of the main reasons.
Now, from that point of view, that makes sense because futures is like you can just trade Nasdaq,
Yep.
S&P.
Yep.
Keep it is like one or the other or gold. Boom, you don't have to look at anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then
makes sense.
Yeah, so that's usually what I do. I'm like, okay, if the market's pushing up, I just short gold, and if market's going down, I go long on gold. So I don't even have to think about it. I take a small position, and it's just easy to let stuff ride. But
yeah,
that's one of the main reasons. But I still do like options though, because you can make so much. Because like it's easy. No, it's not easy, but you caught that like 200x move, on Qs. While I only got it's not only, but while I got like 1,300 off it, you got like 5,000 off of it.
No, never look. The dollar amount doesn't matter. It's all about the percentage.
Right.
Don't look at the dollar amount.
You're right. Okay. Well, in that case,
so how much percent did you make?
2x then.
Okay, so I made like 280. So what you just said was completely wrong.
Right.
That's why you don't look at dollar amount.
True.
It's all about percentage.
True.
Like
I didn't go heavy.
People don't know.
Yep. Yeah. I had two NQ contracts. It was 500. I got out 1,300. So that's two.
That's a bag.
Yeah.
230%.
Yeah. So you're right.
We got like. Come on, man.
Yeah. I forgot. My bad. So that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the main reasons why. But yeah.
Damn, if you would have bought a contract today, like I was busy today, but I saw the market like holding strong for like the first 3 hours. So it's gonna move into close. So you just buy a nice little contract right there, and then in the next hour and a half, you up, take profit. It's simple. I mean,
yeah, that's the best.
Or if you bought one, if you held one and you were bullish on Apple.
Oh yeah. That would have been nuts. That would have been nuts. But yeah, so I was saying when I posted the 4,000, that's literally what my mindset was too. You know, when New York opened, we dumped a lot, and I felt like, once we started going back up, the market was just going to go back to where London, started dumping it. So same thought process. It's all price action, but
Exactly.
two ways of going about it. That's it.
Yeah. I love what you just said. Like,
Hmm.
people don't know. Like, that's what I learned
Yep.
like 3 years ago. Like,
Hmm.
okay, if we open bullish and the market is bullish, but they drop it in the morning
Hmm.
and they buy it, the buy is gonna go back to the top.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
just is. Over the next 2 or 3 hours, it's gonna trend higher.
Hmm.
That's where it's gonna go. That's the target. And I love what you just said. I
Hmm.
just explained it different, but it's the same thing.
Yep.
Like, you know,
Yep.
so like that's why sometimes you got to be careful shorting the lows. Like
Hmm.
I read through the chat, and some people were like, should I sell my puts? I don't want to get greedy. If you would have held your puts, that bounce destroyed you.
Oh
So
yeah.
you got to know
Gone.
today's a green day.
Hmm.
It dropped $2 in the morning. You got to sell. You got
Hmm.
to take profits.
Yeah.
Boom.
So it's funny because I've been telling my friend, she's an old friend of mine, and she's in this investment or business class or whatever, and they have a challenge. So they all have like 100K in a paper trading account, and then they have to go through the quarter or semester and see who makes the most gains. I've been like giving her plays every day, and I don't update her, so I just tell her, okay, look, we're at the lows right now, so she can buy like shares or options on this website, and I'm like, okay, we're down here, so just buy calls here for QQQ, you'll make money. And then she sold early for a loss, and uh, she's
She was
like,
looking at it.
yeah. So I told her that's not how you think. So I told her what I was thinking about, and she was like, okay, it's just tough because it's a lot of money, and because they gave her $100,000 account. She has nowhere near that money, right? So she's just being emotional with it and taking like big, and it goes into like position sizing and all that, right? So I'm like trying to teach her about it, but
I mean,
yeah.
it takes time to learn how to trade. Like that,
Hmm.
that's kind of retarded to give somebody an account to trade. Trading is a profession that you gotta be a professional, just like any type of career. So
Right.
to give somebody 100,000, whether it's real or fake, and say trade,
Yep. I told
like
her, yeah.
you're not gonna be good.
That's what I
But
told her. I told her if I were
I don't
you,
know if
yeah.
I don't know if it's a mental thing, psychological. The teacher's trying to put in the people, or it's just for fun.
It's just for fun. They're dumb. I
It's
told
kind
her,
of
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, at least they're doing it. I mean, in her class, but um, I told her, I was like, if I were your teacher, I would have given you like $3,000, to trade with,
Yeah.
and not 100K, because they can.
He's
And
trying to wipe them out.
yeah, and these kids, what do you call it? Yeah, they're all just gonna go buy like Apple or freaking, I don't know, some popular stock, like shares of it, because she doesn't even know what options is. So I was trying to like tell her how it's you know super risky, and I was like, just learn about it first, because she has like a month or whatever to in the challenge. But
Man, tell her to hit me up.
yeah, yeah. But I told her. I mean, she doesn't look at her phone. I texted her at 9, and then she texts me like, okay, 9:30. It's like going down or whatever. And then at 12, I text her back with like a screenshot, and I was like, look what could have happened if you just held.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is what it is.
yeah.
You're, it's not your
I
responsibility.
know it's
So
not, but it's kind of funny. That's what I was trying to tell her teacher about price action, because market's gonna go where a lot of money is just waiting to be grabbed, and then once it's been grabbed, it's gonna come down. So it's a vicious cycle, right, of going up and down, and within those big up and downs, there's smaller up and downs, you know. So that's how I think
yeah,
about it.
yeah. There's so many different ways you can articulate price action.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was funny. I've always known it, or not known it, like subconsciously known it. But I think a couple like maybe a week ago, you posted a meme on on your Insta story. It was like, yo, the whole market, there's nothing. It's all liquidity and price action. The market's gonna go up where there's a lot of orders, and it's like this guy like whispering into her ear. That meme.
Oh yeah, at the club.
Yeah, it's like everyone's brainwashed. It's just this, but nobody knows it. That shit was funny.
Yeah, nah, like I don't talk to people like that when I go out, but
Oh yeah.
I usually bring it up. I'm like, about stocks or like what's up? Because
Yeah.
most people ask what you do for work anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I love that meme. I have it saved on my phone.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's all price action, and it's crazy. But we just all have different ideas of like thinking about it. That's pretty much it.
And anytime I do it one-on-one with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like I always give my strategy, and you can try it out. You might like it, you might not, but I always tell people you gotta have your strategy and your setup. You can't go into any situation blinded. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta know what you're gonna do in all different scenarios. So being prepared is key.
Yep.
That's why I just keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
What we watching tomorrow? Everything gonna be bullish, probably.
Oh yeah.
Well, definitely.
I hope Nvidia rips $30 in a straight line up.
So SMH can go up.
Hell yeah! I want SMH to just pop $2-3 at open.
I'm probably just gonna play the chip directly. Probably SMCI. But you know what we should be watching tomorrow too for Coin. Coin got IB crushed, and I've been noticing when these earnings plays get IB crushed, they go the next day. So.
Oh,
And
word?
Coin beat. Yeah.
How much are they up or down after hours?
They're not up or down anything. They got IB crushed.
They're flat?
Like right in the middle.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, you see it?
No, I didn't even check.
Yeah. I mean, it tried to make a move down, but
Yeah.
back up to the middle.
Coin's not a good stock to play earnings on.
Really?
No, it doesn't make big moves. Like, I don't know. It's the companies that don't play that move a lot. So CVS, 5,000%, Starbucks, 10,000%. People don't really play those, so they're not expected to make a big move. So when they do,
You get
can make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Gotcha.
Starbucks and CVS. I don't know if y'all saw those drops for earnings. It was wild.
Yeah.
We'll check it out. We could have easily did CVS. We just didn't. We talked about it. Oh my god.
You should have said something.
Well, you had already came up with the ones you were gonna play, I believe, and
Yeah.
I was just like CVS, and wow. Let me see. If I just put 200 on put
Oh boy. Here we go.
10,000.
Damn.
It's easy to play that game. If I would have just put this much
Yeah.
on after it made the move, so
No, my point is, when I play earnings, I usually put 200 to 500. So, like realistically speaking, if I play CVS both sides, I would have made $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do the math to know for the future. 200 is low balling too. It's wild.
Alabama went stupid too.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
oh yes,
I
bruh.
saw that.
Who?
Carvana.
Carvana.
Oh yeah, Carvana went.
I for sure thought they were gonna miss. I'm glad I didn't play that though. I just thought they were not gonna beat, but they crushed it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like a year ago, it was like $4 or something, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago, year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay.
It's wild.
That's nuts.
No, wait, a year ago. You're right, Andy. Back in April.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was $7.
That's like 100.
That's what happens when you have good earnings reports. So I didn't think about it too much, but it did pop in my head when I was looking at it. They had an earnings report like 6 months ago that made the stock do this. It was a surprise beat on a shitty stock, so it rips. There's a lot of shorts, so it short squeezes. So I thought about that, but that's why history. You got to know the history of what happens in the past. So that was definitely a possibility.
I like Spotify for tomorrow too, y'all. We could do 15-minute orbs on Spotify and Coin.
When you say you like it, like what's the daily setup or what's the weekly setup?
Bullish hammer off the 9 and 21 for Spotify on the daily. The weekly, it's an inside week, but it's a hammer. It formed a hammer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think it has room to the weekly target tomorrow? How far is it away?
It got room to 300. I checked the OptionsKing, and 300 had a lot of OI on it. I think it had like 9K. And Spotify can easily do $7 in a day. But the weekly candle from last week was 319. I don't think it'll make that move, but I definitely think it could go to 300 from 294.
Spotify is a beast stock. That thing is going crazy.
Yeah. I'm adding this to my wheelhouse. Stuff like regular traded stocks. And then Celsius ripped today. That shit ripped from the bottom. But I didn't trade it. Disney did, oh my gosh. It dumped and it came back.
I haven't looked at Disney in a while. I'm so mad I missed the Chinese stocks. Like, you're the GOAT if you were in Chinese calls the past 2 days.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
You know, it's crazy. I was in Billy calls last week because of the chart, and then I got Chinese checkered because,
Chinese checker.
them Chinese stocks, they don't always follow the charts. It was a crazy bullish. It was like a hammer, I think. And I was like, well, let me take some calls on Billy. And got clapped, and then boom, look at this. Billy, I think the 14 call was up 2,000% today. But there was nothing on the daily telling me to get in. I definitely would have signaled that because I check the Chinese charts every day, but there was nothing telling me to get in.
My boy,
Alibaba.
Yeah, my boy went long Baba because we looked at the chart and it's at a long support. So that's when I called it 3 weeks ago. When I called it and I made 300% and gapped up, but I sold it was a weekly. But Baba been going stupid. Go check that out.
I saw, yeah.
They might start chasing.
Oh, go ahead.
Now you go.
Oh, J Money, the orb is the opening range breakout. I could talk a little bit more about it if you want me to. It's basically I can give y'all some examples too. Can I share my screen? Let me see. Let me first pull up some examples. Basically, what you do while I get my screen ready, you're going to mark the high and low of the first 15-minute candle. And that's going to be your trading ranges. It's basically like the pre-market levels. You know how OptionsKing, he marks the pre-market levels and you wait for a break of that? It's basically like that, but I found the orb, for me, in the way I trade, it kind of works a little better, especially if you're trading like gappers. If something gaps up, then the pre-market levels are kind of irrelevant. So you will wait that first 15 minutes to set your levels for the day and take your trade. So let me find one. Tesla had a really good orb setup the other day. Had a really good orb setup today too. So y'all want me to share my screen or just post pictures? Which one works best for y'all?
You can share your screen.
Okay. So let me sec. All right, trading view. And y'all let me know if it's blurry. Oh, I can only do 720. Ooh, 15. All right, can y'all see my trading view screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so if you're on TradingView, there's already an indicator for it. I'll just go ahead and show that to y'all. If you just type in ORB and you go to this one right here, ORB Open Range Breakout by ZZZ Crypto, you want to click on that. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the settings for it, and you want to make it 15 minutes. And then you want to make the session time 9:30 to 9:45 because we're doing the 15-minute order. And we want to do it from the opening candle. That's what the settings are. All right, so with this one, it's going to mark the high and the low of the first 15-minute candle. I have this on the 5-minute, but if we switch it to the 15-minute, you'll see perfectly that the high and the low of the first 15-minute candle is here. It marks it automatically for you. So if we follow in the order strategy, we see price action, the high and the low of the first 15-minute candle. We see it marked it for us, and then boom, the next 5-minute candle, it broke the orb. So that's an indication to tell you that we're probably going to be bearish on Tesla for today. So what you want to do is it breaks the orb. I mean, you can get in as soon as it breaks, but it's always safe to let the candle close below or above the level. So we break the orb. We even get a retest of the orb because you see this candle wicked up. So we even got a retest, and boom, you get in on puts, and then you just write it down to your levels. I believe Tesla had a pivot here, which is why it based out. But yeah, you just get in the orb like that, and it's a pretty solid strategy. Now with the orb, it's going to give you the levels to enter a trade. You should also have your take profit levels, and I thought I had a line down here. I might have deleted it. So yeah, that's the orb. Let me try to find another example. I think SMCI had a really good one yesterday. Let's see. Or not yesterday, but sometime this week.
Do you use TradingView to look at your charts when you're in trades?
I do, yeah. I only use Webull like when I'm away from my desktop.
Your broker's account is not connected to TradingView, is it?
Nah, it can't be.
Because you can't trade options on TradingView, so that's why. But if it's just stocks, you can.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so here's another one. Let me alter this so y'all can see. So SMCI this Monday. All right, we had the orb levels marked first 15 minutes. For the highs and lows for the first 15 minutes. You see, we kind of bounced around in it for a little while. We got above the orb. Look, we broke out. Look at the breakout counter. Look how beautiful this is. This is the breakout counter right here. We broke out. Boom, we retested. Y'all see that wick? The wick exactly retested the orb. And boom, you just rack calls on up to your take profit level. So the orb, I use it as a way to enter trades. Now there are situations where you could play like in between the orb when we're super choppy, because there are days where sometimes we don't break the first 15-minute opening range. We just stay within it. And honestly, if we do that, you probably should be hands off. But sometimes you can play within it, depending on how wide the orb is. And I did see an example like that the other day. Can't remember the stock. Let me see. Was it Disney? Disney. No, it wasn't Disney.
What time frame is that? What time frame is that?
So I'm on the 5-minute. I stay on the 5-minute. But I have the 15-minute orb level set on my 5-minute chart.
Okay.
I didn't even
remember.
Together, I didn't know. I didn't even know what kind of time frame we were looking at, to be honest.
Yeah, it's 5 in the back.
Yeah. Can you see the watermark back here? Where it say 5?
Yeah, I'm kind of like laying to the side. My bad.
Oh, okay. Get up.
I'm chilling. I worked hard today.
Huh?
I worked hard today.
So y'all give me some tickers. Let's see if how well the orb works.
Nvidia.
Yeah, Nvidia.
All right, let's see Nvidia.
And maybe is BA a good example since it finally broke out today?
Probably.
BA, yeah. Look at BA today. Look at that orb. Went. Look at that.
What's the cloud? What's the top of the cloud? What level is that?
I think
The
I think it's like a
cloud- this is the
retracement
9.
area, right?
Nah, the cloud is so. Hold on, I can turn that maze on. I use a MA cloud instead of the lines because I noticed that the lines were just too much for me. So the top
Yeah.
is the 9, the middle line is the 21, and the bottom is the 50. I can turn the lines on so you can actually see them.
I wonder if I would like the clouds better than the 9, but it's all the same to me.
Yeah, it's like a
I
range,
like-
you know. I feel like.
Yeah.
I like the clouds better than the 9. I mean, it's the same thing. Like when
Yeah.
I don't have the clouds, I have all the spaces in between the lines, and then I'm like kind of getting lost between the lines. So the clouds help me out. And also, when I see the cloud, like the thicker the cloud, that means like the stronger the trend. And that was
Yeah.
really hard for me to see when I didn't have the cloud.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same thing as if you just had the 3 lines. And I can turn those on if y'all want me to, so you can see. But I use the clouds. And that indicator is the Sadie Pibbin ribbon.
You could have bought all those bounces for easy day trades, like on a bull trend.
Yep.
I mean, this is basics, but yeah, I mean, on a strong trend, you're gonna get those nice bounces, those $1.50, $2. That's a day trade for 10 minutes. Boom.
Yep. So again, we got a beautiful orb breakout. It's looking like we kind of might be coming down because we're under VWAP here. We had kind of a shooter under VWAP, but then you see it held the orb, moved up, broke it, came back down, flagged into the 9, and then broke out. And then you just ride it all the way up. And then it did the same thing yesterday, but it just took a little bit more time. We rejected the orb, but then we got held up by the 21 here, and then we broke the orb again, came back down, retested, broke out, and then BA ran yesterday. So you can use the orb as, levels to enter and exit. And then yesterday, look at this. We broke the orb on BA. There had to be like a level here while we dump. But we broke it, we consolidated. Price action really couldn't go higher. It formed like a triple top on the 5-minute. Let's see what it did on 10-minute. Oh wait, what day was that actually? This is 30 April. All right, so on the 10-minute, still pretty bearish. Not really a double top, but we do have a shooter where we price rejected, trying to make a new high, and we got back inside the orb, and we came all the way down below the orb, and just ride puts down to your next level. So the orb just helps you with your entries.
That's cool. What's that stuff? Is that your like RSI and MACD at the bottom? Is that what that is?
At the bottom, this is a multi-time frame MACD.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I think I got mine only set to the 5-minute. This is a good MACD right here.
That's cool.
What am I setting on this? I don't think I changed anything on this besides like the regular MACD stuff, like the 12, 26, and 9. Yeah, I didn't change anything. This is a good one.
That's cool.
And I can show you how good this is on SPY. Like, obviously you shouldn't use the MACD alone when you're day trading, but yesterday, like when this red dot pops up,
that's bearish, right?
Switching down. Yeah. Well, when it crosses under, but when when you get this red dot and it's going down, it's letting you know like, all right, puts may be the move. And look at this, it lined up perfectly. Puts indeed were the move.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, and then same thing. We get the green dot going up. Today's price action was like choppier. It was like a slow chop up, but it signaled like, hey, we might be going up. Now we're still below the 0 line, which is technically bearish. So you should wait for the trend change to get above.
Oh yeah,
the
see,
0
that
line.
would have been a better enter because it's at the equilibrium line.
Yeah. So right here, you did get the green dot, and we started to move up above the 0 line, which is bullish for the MACD if you know anything about MACD. But remember, MACD is a lagging indicator. But
what indicator is this?
At the bottom, this is a MACD script. Do you have TradingView?
I do.
Okay. The script is
Yeah, make sure you have one of the plus plans or whatever, or it's not gonna let you add more than a
Yeah.
couple indicators.
Yeah. Which one is it that you're adding?
It's MACD custom indicator. I'm gonna copy it. Just put it in.
Yeah. Screenshot it or something and send it over.
Yeah, Rogue, you should open up your indicator tab and then screenshot it and just post it in the chat.
Yeah, it's open. Can you see it?
Oh, I meant on the chart, so we can see everything on the chart. Up at the
okay.
top right. So yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
So
I don't have everything turned on though.
oh, true. Okay. Because it also shows your settings.
Yeah.
What's the consistency percentage on that?
What's the what?
The consistency percentage on that. On that dot you're using on the MACD.
So you don't want to use the dot on its own. I use it in conjunction with price action, more specifically like how the candle is forming, because this lags. Remember, this has to catch up to what price action is doing. So I mean, if you use it along with price action, it's over 80% easily, because especially if we're trending, because the MACD indicator works best when we're trending. Like when we're in chop. Let me show you a day we're in chop. This shit is no good when we're chop. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the MACD. It's crossing up. It's crossing down. It's crossing up. Crossing down. But look at price action. Price action is telling you, look, we're in the orb and we're below it, but then we go back up. Then we're below it. Then we go back up. Then we're below it. And we go back up. So you can't use the dot by itself. You have to use. That's the biggest thing with the MACD indicator. You got to use it with price action. So yeah.
Does the orb, I'm sorry guys, I hopped on late, but does the orb, how accurate is that? Because I tried following that today, but I'm also not looking at it all day. So I see it like go up and then come down. I'm like, oh shit, I missed it.
So with the orb, it's just like when you trade pre-market highs and pre-market lows, you got to wait for that break of that level. So look at the orb on Tuesday. Yeah. Look how beautiful this was.
Yeah, we didn't break the...
Pretty tight range on the orb. And then once we broke it,
that was it.
That was perfect.
Yeah. And then see how thin the EMA cloud was when we were inside the orb, but then once we broke it, the EMA cloud started to expand, started to get bigger. That's because we started to trend. But then also look at the MACD on this day. It kind of wasn't. MACD works best when it's trending. So I mean, yeah, you can play this retracement back up, but what's the ROI for that?
Right.
Yeah, you obviously should have been playing looking for the new entry. And if you look at this price action, you got double shooters here off of the 21 on a bear trend. So yeah.
But the orb is only good the first 15 minutes of the play for you to draw it out.
No. The orb is setting the first 15 minutes of price action for you. It's consistent. Now look at this day. We stayed within the orb. So you can basically say if your price action stays within the orb, that's 100% a choppy day. You could pretty much say that. Because look at this day. We stayed within the orb, had a random drop. I don't even know why we had that drop. It just came out of nowhere. And then we bounced back up, and then we only bounced back up to stay within the orb. So the orb, that level is set for, it's the first 15 minutes of the day, those levels, and it's good for the rest of the day. You just wait for the break of that level whenever that happens. Here's the day right here. First 15 minutes. We broke it. Didn't really get a retest of it, but we did get a VWAP retest, and we moved up later on that day. Not the best price action this day. Friday, it was a low volume day. You look down here, volume super low. And then you look at the MACD, it crossed down here, but again, there's no volume, and there's price actions that telling you nothing will continue because we bounced that VWAP. So all these things, you can't use them like standalone. You gotta use it in conjunction with something. So, yeah, that's the orb. Here's another day. We broke it, came back down, kind of choppy, moved back up, broke it, we stay retesting it, and then you get the EMA cloud crossing up right here, which is a bullish indicator. The MACD crossed up all the way back here. So if you were gutsy to take these calls, that was super risky because we hadn't broken the orb yet and we were still like neutral. But that would have paid. But the safer entry was to wait on the orb retest. We broke it here, chopped, and then retested it and broke it, and it actually broke out here, and you just ride it up.
Are you using the orb only on the 15-minute, or does it work for like the 30-minute or 5 minutes?
I use the 15-minute orb. Most other traders I know use 15-minute orb. You can set the orb to any range. So if I go here and go on my settings, I can set the orb to any range and then change the session time.
Okay. So
but I think the 30-minute might work too because most people they wait to trade after the first 30 minutes, so you can set 30-minute orb levels too. But the thing you don't have to trade on the 30-minute chart to use the 30-minute orb. It's just telling you the price action for the first 30 minutes of the day.
Got it. I'll use TradingView. I'm paying for TradingView, and I haven't gone in it because I've been on my phone with Webull, and I'm like, oh my god.
This is another example on a video where I was saying sometimes you could play like rejects off the orb. So first 15 minutes, this was the high, this was the low. We did break it, and on a bear trend, you'll pull back to go lower if it's not a super trendy day. So we broke it, we pulled back, and then we made another low, pulled back, made another low. We went all the way back up to the top of the orb, and look where it rejected. Look where price rejected. It rejected the opening print, and then it dumped. So you can use the orb like that too. But it's just best for entries and exits depending on where you got your entry at.
Does that reset every day? It looks like you set a 15-minute, but it resets every day.
Yeah, it's the 15-minute price action for that particular day. So
Sorry,
you see here the orb was here. Yeah, and then
but you can customize it also, right?
You can, when you customize it, you're customizing it for the minute range and the time, like the times of the day you want it. But it's gonna change each day because the stock moves each day.
Makes sense. I mean, I've been only listening to OK as my indicator, so when I'm in meetings, I need something else because I can't be having him in my ear. Like I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I found out for me it works a little better than the pre-market levels.
Got it. Makes sense.
And it was a little bit more convenient for me because I didn't have to always keep marking the pre-market levels. It automatically plots it for me. So yeah. Here's a day where we had a pretty wide orb range and we just kind of chopped around. You see, we went down. If you would have marked the pre-market lows, you would have made some money on this, and perhaps there was a pivot here. But if you took the orb strategy, you just would have sat on your hands because there was no breakout of the orb, up or down. So.
Which orb are you using? I just typed in orb on my TradeView on my phone, and I have a whole bunch of damn orbs. What is it called?
It's the one by ZZZ Crypto. I'll post it. It's on my chart, on my screen too. But it's, hold on, let me see. You see this? Are you looking at my screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to look through it from the name. So ORB, and then it's called, hold on, wait, let me zoom in real quick.
It's ORB dash range breakout.
Opening range breakout. Okay, hold on, let me see.
ZZZ Crypto.
Got it. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yep, look at this. Like on KO, you don't want to trade this. We just stayed within. This tells you it's choppy because what this is saying is price never broke out of the first 15 minutes of its price action. So you don't want to trade that. So yeah, that's my little spiel on the org. Ash was the one who asked about it. He ain't even in here.
I think he had a rough week.
You think he what?
He had a rough week. I think he got clapped on Amazon.
Yeah, we all got clapped on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't like Amazon right now.
I know, man. I thought out of all the stocks to beat, with a crazy beat,
You
it
would
did
you would think like it would have a huge move. I mean, Apple definitely. If I caught you guys talking about it before, I would have jumped in. But fucking meetings, man. But yeah. I mean, you would think they would have some sort of huge move up or down, and I'm like, what the hell?
Nobody thought about it.
Yeah, I wasn't confident in Apple beating, but they beat. But I read some stuff that they pretty much manipulated it so that they would beat like that because their iPhone sales are down.
They sold it into the print like they did with Tesla, and then they bought them after the news. Like, it's just, it dropped from 200 to what, 148 or something like that.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
they bought the dip.
Yeah, yes, they did.
Shit, crazy. It's gonna go right back to 200. Like, that's wild.
But y'all keep your money safe because they're gonna pull the rug when Trump get elected. I know they are. Jay Powell, he hates Trump, so I know he waiting on that. He should have said yesterday. I mean, he did hint yesterday like he's not pleased with what's going on with inflation, but he made sure to say the right things so that it wouldn't dump. But watch when Trump get elected. He gonna make sure that they pull the rug on his ass.
We'll
He
be
gonna
ready
do
for
it.
whatever. I'm ready
They
for
hate each other.
whatever. I'm ready. Let's get it.
So what? You ready?
I'm ready for whatever. Whatever
Yeah,
we got to do.
They hate each other. All right, guys. You guys need me to look up anything else before I end my screen share?
What are we looking at tomorrow? I know I hopped on pretty late, but
I like Coin for a 15-minute orb because Coin got IB crushed, and I did a little back testing since some of my plays got IB crushed. You could when that happens, you can trade the next day for an orb, and it works as long as the stock is moving. So I like Coin. I like Spotify. I like Spotify calls tomorrow.
I like the chip to the upside.
Yep.
I like Costco to the upside. I like Roblox to the upside.
Stop sharing my screen. All right, guys, let me stop sharing.
Thanks for that. That was cool.
No problem, homie. You know you can share from your phone now too. You can share your phone screen.
Word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the iPhone. Right?
Y'all ain't ready for the OptionsKing Masterclass share screen on the Weeble. Y'all not ready for that.
Oh no, we ready for that. Can you hurry up and do it?
I'll do it next week.
Yeah, this other lady I follow, she be going live from her phone, and she be
You couldn't in the past you couldn't do it?
I don't think the option was there.
You couldn't. No,
yeah.
you could screen share now because I do that too with my parents because they're totally technologically challenged. So you can do it really well. It's really cool. Like you can just tell them to do shit or go wherever. Like you see their entire shit. So my dad was like, so you can see my bank account when I'm like not on the phone with you or not screen share. I was like, no, I can't see that shit then. But I was like, you could open it up now. Show me what you got. Shit. That's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah.
Like how we can just share screens now. Like they're gonna get us so needing like a phone. Like obviously it's a necessity regardless, but you know the capabilities are crazy.
Yep.
So I pulled up, and maybe it's because I am on my phone. So I went onto Coinbase, and I'm in TradingView, and TradingView on the phone is so horrible. But the order is like, I mean, I have to stretch it out so much, right, to actually see the range. But the range is really tight the first 15 minutes.
For
Actually,
today?
so
Yeah.
yes, I did 9:15. Oh, maybe I did this wrong. I'm trying to
But you
get
got to
this.
remember, Coinbase had earnings today, so on a ticker that has earnings, it doesn't really move that much before they report.
Yeah.
But make sure your times are from 9:30 to 9:45 when you set the 15-minute orb. Or you can do a 30-minute orb. If you do a 30-minute orb, you got to change it from 9:30 to 10.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Well, that's weird. So I did 9:30 to 9:45. The orb starts at 1:30. Shit is weird. Hold on, I'm screenshotting it. I'll send it over. There's some weird shit going on. Hold on. Here, I just threw it in the chat. Do you see that time?
Let me make this bigger.
Like, why is it going from like 1:15 to 1:30 when I put 9:30 to 9:45? 15 minutes.
You're on the Heiken Ashi candles. You got it. The orb don't work on Heiken Ashi candles.
Okay.
I used to use those to trade. That stage of trading was so fun.
What?
I thought it was the shit.
What? I remember coming across that before I knew anything, but what is it?
So, on regular green and red candles, you'll have green candles in a downtrend, like if it's bear flagging. So, like the Heiken-Ashi, it'll stay red while it's bearish. It won't turn green. So it kind of lets you know how strong the trend is. Like if it's all red candles, it's a really red trend. Throw it on a chart, you'll see like Tesla from this morning or something. Like,
let me check.
How do you change candles on the damn phone?
It should be like you should see. Hold on. It should be like up top. Click on Heiken-Ashi. Maybe that'll change it.
You see the word Heiken-Ashi?
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah.
What an idiot. All right, hold on. No, that's it. Well, okay, settings. Nope. Symbols. Nope. I mean, it should just say fucking handles, right? Like, what in the world?
You trying to see it on your phone?
I'm just trying to change the candle. I mean, I like Heiken-Ashi, whatever, because, okay, like Damon's right, like it tells you the trend just based on like keeping the colors consistent,
Right.
And it's just easier on the eyes because being on a computer screen all day.
But you're trying to actively change it from on your phone or from the
Yeah,
laptop?
from my phone.
Okay, so if you're in the Trading View app, like I am, there should be these three little dots at the bottom right,
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
and in there you should see chart type.
You the man. There you go. Candles. Here we go. Wait, no, that just gave me something else. Chart type.
Who clapping for me?
Oh, okay. Wait, so what are we using? Hollow candles or just regular candles?
I think it's just regular. It's just hold on, let me see the name. It's just candles.
Yo, there's a whole bunch of candles over there. They got hollow candles. They got
There's if you look at the bottom left, second from the bottom to all the way to the left, are them the type of candles you're looking for? To help.
I see. So you see candle. You got bar candles, hollow candles, volume candles, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yes, and if you go like to the second, I can't even describe it. It's all I know is it's at the bottom left, up like one block up from the bottom left. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. Helkanashi candles. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I see that. What's the volume candles? Anybody use that?
I think that might be like tick candles. I've never used that.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. It tells me not.
Yeah, I've never used that. Oh, I just turned it on.
Regular candles are the best. They're all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to draw like support and resistance, you can use a line chart to do that.
Fine. Here we go. 1 o'clock.
That's how that lady be doing it when she go live from her phone. She be trying to support resistance from a line chart.
You in the trade room?
Huh?
Did you talking about I forgot her name, but did she use Weeble?
Yeah. She
You talking about the trade room? You talking about the trade room?
Yep.
I was in that group last year. She only had like subscriptions by the year.
Yeah.
And I got in on a little discount. And
She always run a discount.
she be dropping them gems in the morning, man. So I was in there for a year, but she spent a lot of time talking. So it's just like I need to learn, man. Like it's not she's not a bad trader. I'm not talking shit or anything.
No, she's a good trader.
She's a good trader.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a business aspect to when you run in a group. And
she came to Atlanta too, like once upon a time, and I missed her. I missed out on her. She be on the go, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. I don't want to do this, but I could if I wanted to. But like from y'all's point of view, if I hosted something in like a city and said come live trade with me for like 2 days, how much should I charge for that? How much would you guys pay? Or how much do you think I'm worth?
I know other traders don't charge for that. Like their members or people outside the group?
No, but hold on. I ain't trying to put you on the spot, but remember you told me you've done that before?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that,
so like
I wasn't
something
charged.
like that. But didn't you tell me you paid to do that before? Like Aristotle has done that before. The dude that you was in his group. Didn't you tell me you paid for the meetup?
So Aristotle's, his was free if you were a Honey Drip member. The other one I did, it was a bullshit ass like mentorship, and we did have to pay for it, but it wasn't like we did 2 days of live trading and then it was 2 days over the weekend. But we did have to pay for that, but that was like marketed as a mentorship. But the Aristotle one, it was free for his chat members, and I think he didn't even open it up to if you could only come if you were a chat member.
I saw him charging people. I saw him charge like 3 bands.
Where did he do it at? He might have did it at another.
He was traveling anywhere. He was pulling up to you. He was coming to you. It was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, he changed that. I think people got on him about that.
Yeah,
Who's
that was a
guy, that Tech Bud Apparel. He offers, if you in Arizona, like he said it before. I mean, my friend's in their LPP class, but he said it before. Like, if you're in town and you want to trade, hit him up and just swing by the office. But I don't know, like, will people show up unless they're like in the chat and they've seen it actually happen? You think other people would show up?
If you market it right, yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be awkward. I would only want to hang out with the people I'm cool with. Like, I'm cool with a lot of y'all, so it would actually be fun. I don't want it to be like a bunch of random people I never talked to. But I know we would have fun.
We would. I mean...
Yeah, we would.
Yeah. As long as you do it at the right place. Like, when Aristotle did it, now, granted, I don't like the way he trades, but as a businessman, he handles his business. Because he rented out an event space for us. It had, like, a big-ass projector. He had a headset, so he didn't have to be screaming at us. He had food. He had, like, pastries there for us, free coffee. And, yeah, it was ran right. But, if it's something small like us...
But how many people came?
We could pitch it on the Airbnb or something like that. And not necessarily...
Rogue, how many people came to his thing and how much was he charging?
So it was free. You just had to be a paid member of Honey Drip. And we had he came out to LA, and it's probably about 35 people that showed up.
Okay, and how much is that Honey Drip membership?
I think it's like $125 now. He went up because he put sports betting in it. Yeah.
I mean, y'all get an Airbnb in New York. I'm down to join.
Yeah.
I was just rent a mansion.
Yeah, man.
I just ran a mansion.
Why did hit
I'm
big
down.
yet? So
That's
can
that
I hit
other
big
one.
first?
That other meetup I was. Now that was some bullshit. He rented an Airbnb. It was a super nice Airbnb, but he didn't like the screen wasn't big enough. He didn't even think to bring a projector. He didn't. His was trash. Aristotle was better.
Okay, guys. Oh my god.
But
I need Jalen Brunson or Joel Embiid to score one more point, and there's 45 seconds left in this quarter. Oh wait, yes, I won. Yes,
I could
Live.
have just thrown you a bill,
I just
man.
won. I just won. Let's
post it.
go.
Let me see. Why you ain't post it to your channel?
Because I just started. I don't tell people stuff until I get good at it. Just like SMC, I don't.
Okay, but you hit like twice already. So can you just start sharing?
Yeah, got y'all.
I don't even know anything about sports betting, bro.
Me neither. Just tell me what the
I
wager is, how
just
much I gotta
started
put on.
yesterday. I just started. It's so easy. I'll explain it. I'll share my screen.
Yo, when you posted that you were gonna wage that, I was about to text you and be like, can I cash app you some money? Like, let's go.
Hey,
Like,
everybody,
damn.
download FanDuel because that's what I trade on or bet on.
How long does it take for the money to go in and come out?
It automatically goes through if you need to deposit money to your account, and then it went to my account within like 18 hours when I transferred my account.
Not bad.
You can use Apple Pay, debit card, PayPal, Venmo.
Oh, nice.
Yo, I can't believe, I don't want to say I got lucky, but they literally scored exactly what I needed them to. 20 points.
You need a player prop for like a quarter?
So I don't like people that do those multi-legs on multi-games. Like my friend had to like watch every game. I like options. I like to make money in 5 or 10 minutes. So I'll do a quarter bet or I'll do a 3-minute bet.
I'm sorry, what's a quarter bet?
So there's 4 quarters. There's 4 quarters in an NBA game. So I can do this player and this player need to combine for 20 points in this quarter.
Damn, that's hard.
That's easy. That's easy.
No, what do you mean? That's like you saying Rogue is gonna go ahead and like call 20 wins in like 25 minutes.
Wait. The world is ran off of statistics. NBA is statistics. So people average a certain amount of points. It's math. So it's the playoffs. The best players, in my opinion, are gonna score a lot. And I bet on the people I know. I just won.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll bet on
you got an edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the 3-minute bets? What is that?
Okay, so yesterday I made a bet that in the third quarter, with 3 minutes left in the quarter, Luka Doncic had to pass it to Kyrie, and Kyrie had to make it. In the last 15 seconds, Luka passed it to Kyrie, and Kyrie shot it, and I won. It all went perfectly, like perfect. This shit is crazy. I wish they didn't introduce me to this shit, man. Like, if I could watch sports at night and make money during the day,
You know what you could really make money on? Baseball. Are you good with baseball?
Yeah, my boys do baseball. Yeah, baseball lit. Hockey, I heard, is lit.
Hockey's lit for the over-unders.
My boy be betting like nobody's gonna score in the first inning on baseball. Like, how easy is that?
Yeah, that hits.
Like, what the hell? Even if the odds are just plus 100, you make 100%. I mean, or like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I like my odds.
Y'all see they said Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs?
That's fake.
But that's so silly. Why would the test results didn't come back till after the fight? That's fishy. Yeah, it gotta be fake. So, but yeah, I'm watching Coin for tomorrow, guys. You got Ivy clap. I think coin will push up tomorrow. Either way, I'm just gonna play the orb. SMCI chips probably gonna be bullish.
Nice.
Huh?
Yo, I
And,
hope it runs in the morning or gaps up even more.
What'd you say?
I hope Square goes another like $1 or $2.
Man, yeah, I needed to. I don't know why. It just, yeah.
So
What
when I
happened with
used to pay
Square?
earnings, I used to buy like at the money or one above. So like it was almost guaranteed like 3-4 years ago. Because if we bought Square 71 calls, like you know,
Yeah,
they're
it would
more
be up. Yeah, but let's see what they do tomorrow morning. I mean, the whole market should be up, so hopefully Square keep riding that way. I mean, they beat pretty well. Jack Dorsey said some great things. Said some stuff about Bitcoin, but
Why
didn't
couldn't
have a
it
second.
give us like 20% move, man?
I know. No. Who reported in the morning? Let me see.
Nobody really. I don't think.
Oh, Fubo. Let's see what Fubo do tomorrow, y'all.
Man, that's not.
It's at the bottom. It can't go no more lower. Let's see what it do tomorrow. Let's see what it do tomorrow.
All right, well, I'll catch y'all later. Good talk.
All right, see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
This is y'all.
See ya.